YouTube, as you can see by the title, we're going to be doing some braids with some leave-in, y'all, so let's get started.
Quench, make it happen.
Welcome back to my channel, and yes, today we are going to be doing braids with weave. So let's see how they will turn out. Okay, so if y'all did not see my previous video, these are my failed mini braids, and as y'all can see, there's a little white stuff up here, but I feel kind of lazy and I'm really in the mood to just get started braiding. So I think I'm just going to, when it comes to the top, I think I'm just going to wet them to get some of the white off, or just try to like get the white off without actually taking down the braid. So we're gonna see. Besides that, let me show y'all what hair I will be using today. Now I do have some long hair, as you all can see, and I plan on using it. And yeah, so this is a gray color. I actually got these some time ago. I actually got this like weeks and weeks back when I was going to do my hair initially, but then I did it and I was rushing and it didn't look good, so I took it down. I only did like 4 braids at the time, 2 y'all, but I actually still had a lot of hair left because I wanted it to be really long. So I think that was like my first time doing my hair. I did my braids 3 different times in 2020, and they are all on my Instagram page, so if you guys want to follow that, go right ahead. But this is the other color I will be using, and like I said, I have some leftover black, as you all can see, as well. So what I'm going to be doing is, I haven't watched any videos on it because I don't know, I'm just really in the mood to get braiding, and I just wanted to do it. You ever want to do something and you know it would help you if you watch a video, but you still do it without watching the video? That's the mood I'm in, y'all. So enough. I'm going to be doing random gold braids, not gold, silver ones, silver gray. You feel me? I'm going to be doing some random braids with that one. So majority of my hair is just going to be the black and the red color. So I feel like my problem last time is I was just braiding the hair down and it was getting thinner and thinner midway, and it would be like right here and thin. So I think to avoid that, which is what I have seen people do, but I haven't seen them, I haven't like taken notes from watching a video on purpose. Whatever, y'all get what I'm trying to say. What I need to do is basically make a bunch of small pieces, so it gets thinner more towards where I want it to be at, rather than where it should still be thick at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little layout I got, because it's actually a really good layout. The hair is actually dry, it's actually really bouncy, tight, and stretchy, so it's probably the best state my hair could be in when doing this. I've tried to do my hair, do braids with these. My hair is just fresh out the shower. I wouldn't recommend, but like I said, y'all, I'm gonna take this little failed mini braid experience and turn it into something bomb for me. So I do have, so like I said, y'all, I'm going to be taking a bunch of little pieces of red and black. I'm going to start off with the black, and then I think on the black, I'm just going to do as I go. When I do my first braid, I know how I'm going to put the rest of my head, but until then, it's kind of just iffy. So until I do my first braid and know for sure what I'm doing, I think I'm just going to do like 2 little pieces of black hair. The black hair should probably land like right here, and then the rest is gonna be red. So yeah, let's get started. Enough chit chat, y'all. If y'all do want to use this layout for your braids, all you have to do is go right over and 2, my mini braid video, and I will give y'all all the deets there. But let's get started. All right, y'all, just a little update. So I made some food with my mom, and we sat and watched Netflix in the living room. And I kind of went to sleep really late and then woke up. I had to run some errands today, so that's why I do look a little different. But you know, I'm still here. I'm still gonna get this done. It's still gonna look cute. That's all I just wanted to tell y'all, so y'all know why I look different. All right, let me get started. Like I said, y'all, I used this hair before for these braids and realized I didn't like them, so I took them down. But I'm gonna be taking these small little pieces like I told y'all, and hopefully it looks right. So before I get too far, I'm gonna try and tie some of these up because they are getting in the way just a little bit. There we go. So honestly, with doing your own braids, you just really have to find your own technique that works for you. So for me, I can't braid really fast, and when I do, it does become a little lax and a little loose and a little ugly. So that's why I do have to take my time. I do have a mirror here as well. I'm just making sure that it actually feels right. And then very soon, I'm going to add my second piece in as well. Also, when it comes to the roots, you want to make sure that you just get a really good grip. So if y'all didn't notice, I did have to do it a few times because I haven't braided in a while. So I did have to do it a few times, but eventually, keep trying, keep doing, you're gonna get it, sis, okay? And also, when it comes to little bumps like this, especially when it's at the top and in the back, you don't have to be as strict on it as you would in the front, if that makes sense, y'all. These little dips. Now, this actually looks really good. I do have a few, like a little bump right there because it's just a little bit uneven. But it is also at the roots in the back, so I'm not really tripping on it too much. But I am soon going to be adding my second piece, so it doesn't become too thin, and I am getting to the end of it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. I think my piece is a little too thick too. So let me go ahead and split this in half. And then I'm just going to make sure it's equal first. And then just play around with how I can get it on here. Since I actually don't be taking the time to watch videos on how to do braids, I just be doing it, and if it look bad, I just blame it on my poor technique when I really could have watched the video to get a good technique. But you know, like I said in the beginning, we're not here to talk about me, we're here to talk about my hair. So, and then sometimes I find it and flip it. I don't know, it's just I'm trying to find a way for the whole braid to be straight, so I have to do that sometimes. But like I say, y'all, when it comes to your hair, it's a whole trial and error. It's not always gonna be perfect. And it's not always going to be easy. I'll tell you that. So, after adding that one, I'm also soon going to be adding my red in there. I got a little knot at the bottom, y'all. Alright, and I can take this off because I cut that part already. Adding hair in while you're braiding it down is actually better than just braiding one piece of hair, because like I said, it's gonna get thinner, and if you want them really long or you have really long hair, it's like you're braiding it and it's getting thin halfway through. So that is what you have to keep in mind, and also what you're going for. So I'm going for this little thick pattern here, or this thick size I should say. And yeah, I did, like I told you guys in the beginning, did make my parts before I started, which is simply easier when you're going along. And I think I roughly made all my parts the same, so I shouldn't really have any too big or too small braids. But it's coming to an end right here, just a little bit. And I'm going to add my red. Not to mention I want my red to be a little bit higher, like right here. So I'm now going to take the red, which is really, really long, and I'm gonna add it in. So I'm just gonna do what I did. I'm gonna put it in the back first and then bring it around and make it tight. And like I said, y'all, this is just what I came up with. It's probably a bunch of techniques, not probably, there are a bunch of techniques, but I'm not trying to watch another video specifically on it because I was so ready to just braid. So here I am, just braiding. I think this red and gray color is gonna look really nice. I did see a girl at the store with gray, and I never actually thought about using gray, so that's what made me get it in the first place, just to try something different. Yeah, if you guys look, that blend there isn't too bad compared to things I've done in the past. It isn't too bad, and I don't mind it, so I'm just gonna keep braiding all the way to the end. Yep, that's it. I'm just gonna continue this process around my head, pretty much like always. And yeah, y'all, before y'all know, you're gonna be seeing your girl with some braids. The first braids I did were horrible. If I find a picture of it, which is actually on my Instagram, I have not taken it down. The ends are horrible. It was, that was the first time I was doing my hair by myself with weave, and girl, I tell you, it's not the best experience. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I can rock with it. So this is how the braid looks, y'all. It does look a little wonky, and I think that's because some of the black hair I have is curly and some of it is straight. So essentially, these little parts I will burn at the end, and when I dip them, they're gonna look great. And like I said, this is in the back, so I'm not gonna be too picky on how it looks. When I get to like half of my head, I'm gonna start tightening it up. Tightening up how I want the braids to look and how neat I need them to look. But for the back, y'all, it's really just like get it done type thing. Just don't make it too bad for it to be noticeable. I also have learned that you really have to keep your form tight if you want your braids to be straight, because in the beginning my braids were like, they were loose. They were tight at the top and then loose at the bottom, and it's because I was braiding it in different directions, and it took me actually so many times to get it right, and I'm still learning, but it looks 10 times better than how I did it the last time, so I'm not complaining. And when you're braiding it, I believe you want to pull it away from you. This is how I do it to get this tight form. And how the braids usually look when professionals do it. So by tight form, I'm meaning this little braid pattern here. Now this probably isn't the best section to show y'all, but the braid pattern here, yeah, that's good. That pattern. But yeah, enough talk. I'm gonna bounce some music or watch some Netflix real quick. Go ahead, do the thing. I'm thinking this is gonna take me maybe 2 hours. I'm hoping it only takes me 2 hours. And then I dip them, and hopefully it's not too late, because when you first dip your hair in the hot water, and I'll probably show you guys that as well, it takes so long for it to dry. And I had thinner braids last time. They were actually thinner than this. And it actually didn't take long at all, but when they're thick, you're gonna be wetting up your pillow and stuff. So hopefully I get done with this for the light outside is out. Ugh. If you know the struggle, you know. Yeah, y'all. It's gonna be a long braid. Cannot wait. I actually never worn this type of red in my hair, so we gonna see. And then with a little splash of gray in there, yeah, it's gonna look good, yeah. I know some people also don't braid it all the way down to the bottom and they do that at the end, but me, I've been wanting to see the whole look before I'm even done with this, so I just be braiding it all the way to the bottom, which probably makes me spend a little bit more time on it, but that's just me. Oh yeah, and it might look weird to put in your mouth as well, but to have that tight little pattern at the bottom, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, yeah, I think that's about as low as I'm gonna take it. If I want to braid it a little bit more at the end, I will. Cause I think this one braid took me 20 minutes. But I already signed myself up for it. I'm hyped. It looks better than all my past braids. Like, I'm keeping the thick consistency all the way to the bottom. Like, yo, this is progress. So yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my head. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but when I get, my first braid is almost never as good as my last braid because I'm getting used to how I want it to look and the technique of what I'm doing to it. So basically the ones in the front should and will be the best ones. That's good. I could probably just put these in a rubber band. Okay. Let me act a little special. A little extra, yeah. Put these in a ponytail. Alright. My second braid, y'all. Wish me luck. Oh, I am separating it like this. It's a little bit easier. Essentially, I'm gonna put this one with this one, so it's really not. It's not like this. It's more like, you get me. And then this one's gonna go with my real hair and then braid all the way down. So yeah. And you know, actually the grip on this one is actually really good too. I think that's a good technique, putting it in half like that. Cause I feel the beginning of it and it's actually feeling real good. Like. Y'all see that? Oh, look at that. Okay. So like I said, y'all, by the time I get to the front of my head, it's gonna be way better. So I did actually use a different technique than the one I showed you guys. So I'm actually gonna show you which one I used, because that the one I showed you where it was crossing over worked on my first one, and I tried to do it on the second one, didn't work. So what I'm doing I'm just too up for y'all. I'm just doing it like this. And the one that touches my roots, I'll leave this one alone. But I grabbed the second one to go around. So these both are right here. And I'm grabbing the second one. And I start braiding like I usually would. Alright y'all, so this is how it came out. Now I was running low on black, so I did have to improvise with the red, which is why you see a whole little layer of red here. But I actually like them. I think they came out really nice. And now I'm just going to dip them. And of course I'll show you guys the outcome, but what I did do is add a little some. See if I can find it. A little some on each side to make it look interesting. Yeah, you already like them. I did way better on these because they were getting thin like right here, but they're actually thick into the end, y'all. So let me dip these real quick. Okay. So as y'all can see, I'm just dipping my hair in this boiling hot water. Now since I did have a small pot and my braids are long, they are going to touch the bottom of the pot and get just a little bit more crinkled. But all you need to do if that occurs is just dip your hair like you usually would, and then after you're done, dip the end specifically, and then get a dry towel and pull them directly straight. But as y'all can see, it came out real nice. I love these braids, love the way they came out. They came out just a little bit past waist length. And yeah, that's all I gotta show you guys today. I thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.